This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. Ben, I wanted to talk to you about air conditioning. We're starting to hit 100 degrees again on a consistent basis, or we're about to. And the phase out of R22, which is the gas that they use in air conditioners predominantly right now?
The refrigerant, at least that's what's been used in older systems going back for a long ways, yeah.
And it's being phased out.
It is. It's mandated by the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, so federal organization says that we have to transition to a newer, more environmentally friendly refrigerant, which is called R410.
And so what's happening now, though, is as that's being transitioned out and not being produced any longer, the cost to replace it in your system is extraordinarily high. I mean, we're seeing big numbers on this, aren't we?
Correct. So we've said all along that if you had an older system, it was going to become progressively more expensive to service that system, especially if you needed to have that refrigerant replaced or recharged into the system.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing now, and it's part of the restriction of supply of the older refrigerant, and it's just kind of nudging everybody to the point of where it's going to become economically more sensible to look at upgrading an older system. You could probably find the parts to have an older system repaired, but then when you take into the account of what it may cost you to buy the old style refrigerant, the old refrigerant to put in the system, it's just not going to economically make sense anymore. And especially with the new systems being more efficient, I think you put all those factors together.
In addition to, your monthly savings on your bill because they're using less electricity. What you're talking about.
Yeah, more reliability. They're going to run more efficiently, use less electricity. All those things are just reasons that any of us that still have older systems are going to have to take a look at upgrading pretty soon. And if you're looking at houses, and in fact, we go out and we do an inspection on maybe a house that's 18, 20 years old, and we go around the back and we see a brand new air conditioning system, we're pretty excited about that.
Sure.
We'll tell the prospective buyer, hey, look, this is the work that's already been done and the equipment that's already been put into the house. So it's something to really pay attention to when you go out and look at a house.
And that brings me to my next point that I heard you comment on before the program, was that you're hearing that a lot of the warranty companies are not giving people the level of coverage they had before because of the cost of R22 right now. Is that right?
Yeah, we've always recommended home warranties, and we still do.
Yeah.
But what we've heard lately is that because of that increasing cost of refrigerant, that home warranties, some companies are not covering the entire cost of replacing that refrigerant.
They're capping their liability on it.
Yes.
Interesting.
It may not be a bad idea to inquire with your home warranty company and see exactly what level of coverage they're offering right now for refrigerant, but
that's good advice.
Just be aware that the trend is going to be away from full coverage on refrigerant. That's just going to be the direction we go.
Ben, I also wanted to talk to you about just some of the simple maintenance ideas that might save, because when you guys do inspections, a lot of the same things keep cropping up. And one of them, and this might surprise some people, is vegetation. Can we talk about that? Let's talk a little bit about how vegetation impacts the property and why you might want to consider taking care of some things before you sell your house.
And we do make maintenance recommendations when we do an inspection, just for the new owner's benefit. But just, a couple very, very simple things, and that's one of the things that even current homeowners can do to help avoid other problems. And we've talked before about the problems that come with pests, and we've talked about bugs and rodents and things like that. And all those critters are attracted to moisture, and moisture is harbored by vegetation. So just very simply trimming and controlling the vegetation around your property goes a long, long way towards heading off a whole bunch of other things that can happen.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld. Thanks for listening, and remember to tune in every Tuesday at 9 a.m. right here on AM 720 KDWN.